Hi, my name is Trextyn with the Marion Public Library, and lately I've been reading The Final Empire by Sanderson. The Final Empire is the first book in the Mistborn Era 1 trilogy, which is about whether or not a group of oppressed people can rise up to overthrow their wealthy rulers that are taking advantage of them and their work every day. So, in a world that is covered in ash as falls from the sky every day from an unknown as of yet source, all of the plants are brown and eerie mist envelops the land every single night. Uh, our two main characters, Vin and Kelsier, have to come together to form a somewhat ragtag band of supernatural thieves to attempt to lead a rebellion against the Lord Ruler, the immortal sliver of infinity ruler of this world and this main city in which this first book takes place. So, this first book uses a dual perspective to give us just mainly the points of view of two characters, Vin and Kelsier. Vin having grown up on the streets of many a different city until she eventually reached the main city that this book takes place in, with her brother who has since abandoned her before the start of this book. He taught her everything that he knows about being small and staying invisible, and she uses those skills to be a part of a thieving crew, hopping from crew to crew, and a mysterious ability that she just refers to as her luck uh, helps her stay out of trouble a lot of the time um, until she meets Kelsier, the other main character of this book, who has just returned from the pits of Hathsin in this book, which is a place where you are sent when the Lord Ruler wants you gone, basically. People don't return from there, but Kelsier has returned with both a vengeance and a smile on his face. So these two characters meet, and Kelsier starts putting together a team, sort of Ocean's movie style. So this entire book's magic system is based on metal itself. So there are 8 different metals. Most people are born with the ability to use just one of them, but there are special people called Mistborn, which is where the book gets its name from, who can use all 8. The book is very good about keeping its atmosphere up pretty much at all times, whether you are outside in the streets that are covered in ash, not being cleaned, or if you are inside one of the palaces with their grand, ornate, um, stained glass windows casting light onto a ball, which happens pretty much weekly in the setting of this book among the nobles. I thought that it was a pretty compelling and engaging book. I thought it had a lot to leave you thinking about, and the dialogue was pretty well crafted too. I enjoyed all of the conversations between all of the characters, really. So, if Mistborn sounds like it's a book that's up your alley, I would also recommend reading Warbreaker by Sanderson. Because they are both by the same author, they have very similar and good styles of magic system and world building. In Warbreaker, the magic system is all about color, and just like in the Final Empire, he's very good at taking that idea of a magic system being about color and then expanding it into how that would affect the world very early on. You see that some of the outer kingdoms that don't really believe in the magic system or dislike the magic system live in kingdoms that are mostly gray. They despise color, stuff like that. Another book that you might like, if you liked Mistborn, is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. That one is a little bigger, but it is another epic fantasy by a very classic, well-renowned author. And I recommend it because the main character in that one and Vin specifically in The Final Empire have a good number of similarities in their backstory, how they grew up, discovering what they want in their abilities, and their rise to power and acceptance in what they can do and what they want to do. Thanks for watching me talk about this book. You can find these books that I talked about and even more good fantasies and maybe even some sci-fi at the Marion Public Library. So come enjoy.